Hello, everybody, and welcome to 3Y TV. And tonight, it's round number 7 for the OSCA Truck Series. And tonight, we're going to hit the high banks of iRacing Speedway. For some of you that hit the old NASCAR Racing 2003 computer game back in the day, or even still now, better known as the Coca-Cola Speedway. And tonight, it's the Pepsi Max 150. We're playing a little bit of trickery here tonight with the race there. Good one, Carlos. I like it. And I'm Mike Goodman, and along with me in the production tower here is Carlos Acosta. And tonight, got some new faces here. Some coming in for the first time. Just got promoted from the ARCA series that OSCA runs, usually about an hour or so before practice starts for these trucks. And some guys coming in tonight is the 07 of Adam Peeler. The 60 of Thomas Capuano. Interesting story about him. You might remember him from last season. Didn't make the sign-on date right away, so he had to go through the ARCA series and did well enough and got promoted. Another one is the number 8 truck of Jordan Tarble. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the guy who won the ARCA series tonight, and if you go on the OSCA Twitter, he shotgunned a Yoo-Hoo. So it's Mr. Yoo-Hoo Davis Warren there in that 70 truck. Very interesting choice. To, shotgun some chocolate water, but yeah, he did it. Check that out on OSCA's Twitter, and that's at race_OSCA at twitter.com. I believe I got that right. Yes, race_OSCA, and that's at twitter.com. We got a few minutes left here in practice, and a couple other guys that we haven't seen too much of. We have 2000 Xfinity Series champ Jeff Green in the field tonight. He'll be sporting the I think he's number 2 on the scoreboard, and there you see him in that 38 truck. Running with Mr. Excitement, Johnny Thomas. I don't know if Jeff Green knows what he's getting into running with him there. Just kidding, Johnny. And another one is the 89 of Brent Jones. Now we can get a look at his truck before this race goes, but he has, I'm blanking on his name now. Sports broadcaster. I saw it on his Twitter earlier today. Now I'm going to feel bad. Oh, Gus Johnson. There we go. Gus Johnson he has on his truck. He's got the plaid, famous plaid. So Gus Johnson, one of the more entertaining folks in sports broadcasting. And speaking of sports, you can see Carlos is confused. No, yeah, the always funny, always energetic Gus Johnson. But yeah, I'm slightly distracted here tonight. I got a Packer game going on, and if you know anything about me, big Packer fan. We kind of trying to do both here tonight. But 3-mile track here at Coca-Cola Speedway, or iRacing Speedway, as it's known on iRacing. A fictitious course that was big on the NASCAR Racing 2003 computer game. And it's basically, if, I guess a very blunt way of putting it, if Daytona and Talladega and maybe the old Atlanta Motor Speedway had a crack baby, this is what the track would be. 3 miles in length, no restriction. Carlos loved that one. But, you look at the speedway and very big, very wide. You see there's almost 6 lanes. Plenty of room to go 3 wide. And these guys are reaching speeds of excess of 230 miles an hour. And I'll practice just winding up, and now getting ready to qualify for the Pepsi Max 150. See, and that's the thing, that Coca-Cola, they lost the advertising rights for iRacing Speedway. Super Speedway, man. Sorry, Carlos. Man, I'm just upsetting you here today. But first on track there is Riley Marbello in that 92. And it's going to be interesting to once we see these cars running in a bigger pack. Seen a little bit of it in qualifying. There's DJ Weeks, Dennis Weeks Jr. in practice. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I meant. And 55 of Brandon, give me $1. See if he can take it to the bank here tonight. And there he is, the 2000 Xfinity Series champion, Jeff Green. Dallas Myhand in the 28. He's running the high, wide, and handsome. It's a long way up against the wall here at iRacing Super Speedway. Said it right that time. Love it. Dylan Gooden, points leader coming into tonight. Oh, black flag, and ooh, big enough track, he's not going to hit anything. There you see the points. Dylan Gooden, Johnny Eckert, the defending champion, Mr. Excitement, hanging on to third. David Westergreen moves into fourth after Tyler Fode falls. It's still in the top five. He's missed a couple weeks here. Kevin White Jr. in sixth. For Tate, or seventh for Tate Lytle. Robert Hill Jr. Or is Tate? What? Am I counting wrong? I'm counting wrong. Okay. Whoa! Come on, Carlos. We're out. See, we're out. We're both having an off night here tonight. Man. It's way too tough. Robert Hill Jr. 8th, Dustin the Dragon Doer 9th, and Adam Tepe in 10th. Still about just probably past the halfway point. I like to say 7 of 13 races. Right now on the pole is that 55 of Brandon. Give me $1. Let's see if we can give him a win here tonight at the iRacing Speedway. Nicholas Monticelli, currently second. Could be just the difference of running the top and bottom lines. You see Dallas Myhand way on the... See how high he was running when he was going on his outlap. Ran about a second and a tenth slower. You see Mr. Excitement. He can cause excitement even in his qualifying laps out here. Good old Johnny Thomas. What he does. Dennis Weeks moves to the top leader. Dallas Myhand going from that top, working his way to the bottom on top of the speed charts with a 50.374. And I don't know in qualifying if they're totally hitting that 230 mark. Right now, thinking right around 210 without the draft, and get pretty good speed built up in these trucks once they hit the pack, because they're about 4 seconds off the pace of what they're running in practice for with the draft. Some more trucks: Dewar, Peeler, Hill, and Jones out on the speedway. Jeff Green moves to the top of the leaderboard now. Right now, your top 5: Green, Myhand, Weeks, Eckert, and Dollar. Still a lot of trucks yet to qualify here. Let's see where Mr. Excitement gets on the leaderboard, crosses the line. Let's see, does he move up? 16th for Mr. Excitement. So he's got some work to do, which means, you know what that means, Carlos? A lot of excitement going to happen. And there's Steven Hot Shoes Schumann in that Tennessee Volunteers number 24 Ford, making his lap out on the speedway. Super speedway. I mean, this thing shouldn't even be a super speedway. It's, it's got to be like an extraordinary speedway, but that's, yeah, I like that. Titanic speedway. It's a mouthful. I mean, well, extraordinary would be. Titanic, I think, is behemoth. So Jeff Green does capture the pole. Some guys not getting their qualifying time in. And here is your starting lineup for the Pepsi Max 150. On the pole, 2000 Xfinity Series champ Jeff Green in the number 2 truck, 38 on the side of it. And Dallas Myhand starting alongside in second. Row number 2, Dennis Weeks Jr., DJ Weeks in the 97, and starting in 4th, Dylan Gooden in the 75. Row number 3 is defending champion Johnny Eckert in the 90, and starting alongside, it's Brandon Gimme a Dollar. He's going to start up front. He's going to look for things to happen here. And starting in 7th will be the rookie here, just getting promoted from the ARCA series, Adam Peeler in the 07, and Riley Marbello in the 92 will start alongside in the 8th position. And the Bills Mafia man, Nicholas Monticelli, will start in 9th in his number 27 machine, and alongside will be Dustin Dragon Doer in the 32 Memory Lanes Chevrolet. Starting in row number 6, Davis Warren, another one of the ARCA promoter guys who got a promotion in the 70. Again, the Mr. Yoo-Hoo, and Kynan Jones in the 73, coming all the way from Australia. In the 7th row will be Adam Tepe in the 96, and Thomas Capuano in the 60. We'll start alongside 14th, row number 8. And the, I believe the 4th driver, I think we got them all, from the ARCA Series promotions, and that's Jordan Tarble in the number 8, and Mr. Excitement, Johnny Thomas in the 83, will roll alongside in 16th. Robert Hill Jr., the Canadian, will start 17th in the 05, and David, If I Were a Carpenter, will start alongside in the 71 machine in 18th. In row number 10, Steven Hotshoe Schumann will start on the inside in 19th, and alongside it's Big Zach Roethlisberger in the 31 machine. And it's in the final row here in the 11th row will be Brent Jones in the 89. Good to see him making his OSCA return. And to round out the field, rounding out the field will be the 02 of Chad Thurnquist. So we'll see if he can make his way from the back to the front. And I'm sure a lot of these guys, there's going to be a lot of moving and shaking. I believe, was it Jerry Lee Lewis? I'm hoping I get that right. There's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on here in half number 1. 25 laps per half, top 14 invert. And it should be an exciting one. And one of the hardest things I think you'll see from this track is that banking transition going in and out of the corners, especially entering the turns 1 and 3. Sometimes that car will just almost want to bottom out from how steep that transition is. Just heavily banked speedway, super speedway. It's going to be a wild one for sure. Hope you guys are buckled up, strapped in tight. It's going to be a wild one here. Again, 25 laps of racing action here for round number 7 of the OSCA Truck Series. Oh boy, I see the Packers are going for it on 4th down. This is with the excitement from iRacing Super Speedway and the Packers. I don't know if my little heart can bear it, but here we go. The pace truck's diving down pit road. Jeff Green, the 2000 Xfinity champ's going to lead the field. Green flag is out. They're hitting the loud pedal. And side by side, my hand and Green as they hit the stripe. Here we go for the Pepsi Max 150. And DJ Weeks is going to try to push Jeff Green down into turn number 1, and he will do so. Jeff Green will get the advantage. The outside line not really forming up. Dallas Myhan's going to duck behind Jeff Green. Dylan Gooden. Oh, DJ Weeks, I think he's dropping back. He's going to stay out of the riffraff here, as this is going to be probably just as crazy at higher speeds than we see at Daytona and Talladega. So sometimes just being around at the finish will be key. Oh, man, that banking just crazy how they slam in there. But you see the two outlaw drivers of Johnny Eckert and Dylan Gooden working that high side, able to keep up pace with Jeff Green at the line here, lap number 1, and Jeff Green, I think, has it. Come to the line, he'll lead lap number 1 of 25. Here we go. Field, I mean, spread out a little bit more than I thought we would see, but the runs you get at these speeds are going to be tremendous. So there's still a lot of going to be movers and shakers, as you see on the left side of your screen, just how quick these positions can change. But Dallas Myhan giving Jeff Green a great push in that 28 machine. Myhan, good push. Ha. Get it? Okay, sorry. Carlos got a goose-like chuckle there. Here we're going to complete lap number 2. Jeff Green going to maintain that lead, but those outlaw boys on the top side of Gooden and Eckert trying to get to the lead, and it looks like they'll do so going into turn 1, but with how banked and how wide this corner is, the shortest way around the racetrack on that yellow line is going to be the way to go, and Jeff Green takes that lead. Gooden falling all the way back into 4th. And how about the 07? Again, one of the promotions from the ARCA series for OSCA in 3rd spot now, and he's feeling racy. He's going to go up top. He's going to say, hey, man, I want to lead in my debut, and he's going for it. Now he's losing a little bit of momentum now. He's got to get that top side formed up just a little bit. Here we go. Oh, he might be caught in the sucker hole on the outside. As you see, Jeff Green leads lap number 3. And now Peeler's going to get caught out to dry. And how about Dustin Dragon Dewar? I think last time I saw him on the scoreboard, he was in 11th. He's now up into 4th. It's just going to be all the moving and shaking going on in this field here tonight. Got to try to stay on that yellow line. There, he's got that Halloween Packers scheme going on here. Packers playing. Halloween coming up. Got to be festive. Oh, Riley Marabello. Oh, he looks like he was going to take a peek under that 32 machine. So right now, a lot of the field single file. Some of the guys you see even going way up on top of the racetrack, probably just trying to give themselves some room, because at these speeds, 232, 235 miles an hour, things can happen so quickly that when these wrecks happen, it's bound to be wild and crazy. And how about this? Bill's Mafia man, Nicholas Monticelli. He's busting through card tables. He's busting through the field. He's trying to work his way on that top side. He's currently scored in 6, but if they get that good run on the outside, they could make some noise. On that top side, as we're looking out top, I believe that was Brandon Dollar giving him the push there, his teammate. But Jeff Green so far leading. Oh, that was Warren in the 70, my bad. So Jeff Green leading every lap here so far. It's Green, Myhan, and Dewar, your top 3. Marabello and Tepe round out the top 5. Single filing out here just a little bit. And sometimes you'll see that on some of these speedways. There's there's that Gus Johnson car I was talking about. I wasn't making things up, guys. It's real. I think one of my favorite lines from Gus Johnson was, I believe it was Chris Johnson, the running back from the Tennessee Titans, old CJ2K, when he busted out a run and said he's got get away from the cop speed. Always cracking some wise jokes. And Brett Jones paying homage to that in his paint scheme tonight. And always wearing loud plaid jackets up in the booth, and that's why you see that plaid truck out there as well. Right now, Dewar got kicked out of the lead pack. Or no, he's in 2nd. I thought he got kicked out. Myhan is the one who got kicked out of that lead group. I just seen black machines. I assumed there. So Dewar now pushing the back end of that 38 machine, trying to see if they can get a breakaway, but that top line with Riley Marabello getting some work done. See more battles throughout the field. And there's Mr. Yoo-Hoo of Davis Warren. And they're racing side by side. And it's just as quick as it seemed like everything was filing single file and getting kind of spread out. These runs that these guys get, they're going for it here tonight. And Marabello in that top side getting a little bit more disciplined. It's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to do a lot of work to make a run on that outside, especially with that banking, the way it slams down. You're going to want to try to hold it as close as you can to that bottom side. It's not an easy feat. And, I thought the Packers just scored a touchdown, and I think they did. So there's a little scoring update. I think it's going to be tied at 7 here in just a little bit. But back out on the iRacing Super Speedway. I think maybe we should call it the Pepsi Max Super Speedway at some point here. I believe, do we have the lap counter maybe a little messed up? Or is it, yeah, and I believe we are on lap 9 of 25. We'll see if Carlos can work some magic. He's gonna go. I think we're at the backup feed here, still racing live. Dewar. Oh, I thought maybe he was gonna take a peek down low, but nope. He's gonna sit behind Jeff Green yet and see if they can get themselves up to the front, or stay up to the front. Or they're still there. See, here we go again. Just notice here the single file racing action, and how quickly that can change. And see, there we go. Got a run built up top, and here they're going to take it. And that's going to be led by the 0-2 of Chad Thornquist, who started shotgun on the field here tonight. He's going to be trying to work his way up on that top side. I think they need a little bit more help to get some work done. And man, Adam Tepe's truck is pink. Even his banner's pink. That is a pink machine there for the 96 of Adam Tepe. And Thomas Capuano and Thornquist on that top side trying to make magic happen. So far, nothing doing. Ooh, maybe almost some contact there between the 96 and the 0-2. Everything able to shake out just fine. And oh, there goes Thornquist to the top side. He's going to take a peek and see if he can make a charge to the lead. Capuano's a little bit far back, I think, to give him the help going into the corner. And Dewar and Green stay up front. But I think if any slip-up happens, the 96 and 55 will be there to take charge. Try to make a run for the lead here as Green has led. All over left. Oh, Brandon Dollar goes around Capuano. Oh, he's safe. Wow, what a save by the 60. The caution is out. And man, oh man, and Dollar just flew, I think, into the outside wall. A hard hit. And oh man, what a tough break. Oh, they're still wrecking, and Capuano, who looked like he had it saved. Oh, going back up the track, able to stay off. Maybe a little post-caution activity there for the 60. Making his return to the OSCA Truck Series, and hearing maybe on the replay that might have been a little contact involved with the 0-2. 55 and 60 going around, and just how quick. I mean, that's a high, that's a tall, that's a building he had to climb up to go up top of the wall. Once the caution came out, wondered what happened here with the 60. Oh boy. I think I didn't see what the truck was that hit him there. But one thing to note, and one thing I would actually like them to fix on iRacing is when a caution comes out, you do lose your spotter the instant the caution comes out. Oh man, Capuano takes a good shot there. Yeah, you do. Carlos doesn't agree. Yeah, you lose your spotter, so they don't call it out. And sometimes things like that can happen where you don't see that you're clear or don't know that a truck's below you. If you're not paying attention enough, it's very easy to do. Carlos, you know how I know this? Experience. And they're just getting that wiggle. And, well, that was major netcode on that 60 of Capuano to get involved there. Wow. But around goes the 55. I think on the bottom, is that Roethlisberger there? That made the contact with the 60 of Capuano. And I didn't see the truck that made the contact here, and I'm thinking it's because that spotter was off. That's Kynan Jones, I believe, that comes down, probably getting a little too relaxed after the caution comes out. And it was netcode. When Kynan was coming down, netcode hit. And again, I don't think he... Dude, oh no, he did spin out eventually. Oh, he got hit again. Oh, man. That's us up in the booth up there. We're in there somewhere, virtually speaking. Oh yeah, we're in the Hollywood Hotel. We can't call it that. We'll call it the. Yeah. Oh, nice, $50. That's a good deal. $50 RV. It smells like maybe like dead rodent, but it is what it is. Yeah, I ain't looking under the microwave. Nope. So, with the caution coming up, we're on lap 13 of 25. Jeff Green leading the whole way. Dustin Dewar currently in second. We're going to double file this field up. Could certainly jumble the pack up quite a bit. Again, now we're kind of getting into go time here for these boys. And just another Packer update. The Packers actually making a defensive stop after scoring the touchdowns. The Packers will get the ball back. Score tied at 7. Woohoo! Yeah. 1 to green, halfway, Carlos says. Field will double it up. And a little under 3 miles. We'll be back to go green flag racing. So these caution laps, I'm thinking you can go get away with like 2 caution laps here at the iRacing Speedway. Super Speedway. You can't leave the super out of it. It's not giving its credit, it's giving its due credit. So there are 19 trucks on the lead lap. Guys, they're lap down Capuano after getting involved in that last incident, and along with Brandon Dollar, who took that hard hit. His night is probably done here for half number 1. And Jordan Tarbell in the 8, making his OSCA Truck Series debut. Tough break for him, but we got another half coming up right after this. Conclusion of half number 1. So now it might be a time for, Jeff Green and Dewar were working pretty good together on that last green flag run. But now Bill's Mafia man, Nicholas Monticelli, will be starting behind 38, I believe. Looks like Tepe's on the bottom. Kind of confused what's going on there. Okay, yeah, he's on the Monticelli's going to be behind Dewar. There we go. Now I got it figured out in my brain. I'm checking the live standings, and Monticelli was just a scotch ahead. So we'll see how this breaks out, or maybe if Dewar can get back on the bottom, because I think that's where you're going to want to be. Jeff Green proved it. Pace trucks diving off. Green flags out. Green's going to get a good jump going this time as he breaks away from the pack. Dewar's trying to get a start, and he's going to try to pinch on the inside of Tepe. I don't think he got it there, as you see the field rocket by. Dewar is going to actually take that second spot, so aggressive move for the 32 to get right behind Jeff Green once again. Adam Tepe will file back in the 96 on the bottom, and Dallas Myhan moving back up into the 4th spot. Top line trying to get it going, and oh man, I think scraping the wall there a little bit might have been the 83 Mr. Excitement of Johnny Thomas, and of course he'd try to get that high side going. So come to the line, we'll have 10 laps to go. To me, it's crazy. I mean, I get the speeds. We talked about the 232 miles an hour speeds going on here. But a 3-mile racetrack they're going just under 47 seconds a lap. I mean, you look at Daytona, Talladega, depending on what car you run, they're roughly about both the same, if not maybe to 49 seconds, depending on the horsepower, the package of the year, blah, blah, blah. It's always an ever-changing battle for NASCAR to figure that out, but just incredible speeds here in the virtual iRacing Super Speedway. So, I mean, as cool as this track seems, the speeds they hit, even with the modern safety equipment they have nowadays, I don't know if that would have been that'd be a good idea to build a speedway like this. But Jeff Green and Dewar Tepe hugging that yellow line, as you see, majority of the field, I believe all the way back to Johnny Thomas in 11th, and even a little bit farther back on that bottom. 2:43 hearing from Johnny Thomas that last time by, so especially where he's at, he's going to get that major suck up speed through the draft, through that slipstream, and it's going to create some screaming lap times, and you'll see just how quick he can, if he wants to, he can suck up. And here we're riding with Mr. Excitement. Oh, a little bit of wiggle. There's Capuano in the 31. Stevens Hot Shoe Schumann gets a little wiggle. Mr. Excitement going below the yellow line. Not a rule here at iRacing Super Speedway, but man, that pit wall is pretty close. So if anyone's going to make your heart stop here tonight, it's going to be that 83 of Johnny Thomas. He didn't get that nickname for nothing. There you see back up front, still single file. Dewar, I think, peeking out maybe to try to keep that engine cool because he's been right on that back bumper of Jeff Green in that 32 C2 Freight Chevrolet. Coming down, we're going to hit the stripe with 7 laps to go this time by. And just, you know, I can't even do it that fast now. It's insane. Here, Robert Hill hit a speed of 2:44 this time on this lap. Johnny Thomas 2:47. What a show off! Mr. Excitement can't be outdone. He hit 2:47. Oh, he did get outdone by DJ Weeks. Hot rodding at 2:48. So these speeds getting faster and faster. You wonder why how these virtual tires can hold on. But they do, and now we get some runs going on the top side. Dylan Gooden and Mr. Excitement on the top side. Man, those trucks just slamming in that corner. I can tell you, in your sim rig, you're counter steering a little bit once that truck slams in. Yeah, you're bottoming out. It's crazy. And Mr. Excitement of Johnny Thomas right on the back bumper of Dylan Gooden, working his way on the top side. He's got all the way up into the 3rd position. And they got to time it out if they can just right. All you need to do is get by that start-finish line, see if you can get into victory lane. Hit them at the stripe and see down the straightaway. They're building up that momentum at the stripe. Got a little bit of work to do now to get it this time. I think we're on the backstretch here. We might be on the backstretch. And Dewar trying to keep Jeff Green and the boys and himself ahead of our points leader of Dylan Gooden. So far, able to keep it going. Now with 5 laps to go. But don't look out now, or don't or look out now. Dylan Gooden right alongside Dustin Dewar for 2nd, but in the corners he's not going to get there. But all he has to do is get that good run down the back stretch or front stretch at the opportune time. If they can time it right, they can pull off an upset in a race that's only seen 2000 Xfinity Series champ Jeff Green lead so far. Someone's got to show the old man up here. Got a bunch of young bucks behind him, hungry for a win here tonight. Dylan Gooden, I don't know if Johnny Thomas is close enough to give a push on this lap to maybe steal one. Dewar is just plastered all over the back of Jeff Green's Chevrolet. 4 laps to go here in the Pepsi Max 150, half number 1. Adam Tepe now able to get by the 75, and now that top side losing a little bit of that discipline, or the bottom side I think is getting packed up just a little bit. But I think as we get closer down, once we get probably under 3 laps to go, as you see that top line making another resurgence. Dustin Dewar trying to force maybe the 75 up the track a little bit, kill a little bit of that momentum they got going on. But the run they're going to get coming out of the corner at the stripe, could it be done here? 3 laps to go. Dewar's trying to do all he can to prevent that top line from getting that run. Jeff Green's kind of the passenger, reaping all the rewards here from that bottom line. Oh, Green, goes up. Oh, right in front of Tepe. Dustin goes around. He takes out Gooden. Back there flipping. Mr. Excitement, Tepe, points leader, Dylan Gooden involved. Oh, man, that all started with the bobble from Jeff Green. Oh my goodness, what a crazy wreck. I think they are no longer with us. They are Night of the Living Dead here for Halloween. And I think that started when Jeff Green bobbled up the racetrack. I think Dewar thought a little bit too much ride or die. Look at this. 2 cars, 3 cars flipping. I think Dewar got a little bit more air than Mr. Excitement. Johnny, you just got out down in the flipping department. Man, oh man. What a wild ride. And oh boy, flips. Tepe doing a little bit of breakdancing on his wheels. That's a 7. And then the 75, a tough break for our points leader. A 4 from the Russian judge for Tepe's breakdancing, but that was pretty cool. And Dewar, I think he was trying to ride or die with Jeff Green and just got a little bit too much of a push there from Tepe, cutting back down in front of him. Ooh, Johnny Z-land on his wheels? Ooh, Johnny does. Oh man, they both land on their wheels. Both good jobs on the land. They do a little synchronized kiss there with the front. No, I think they missed. Oh my goodness. If you're prone to seizures, close your eyes here, folks. I think, you know, on the Dewar and Thomas flip, I'm gonna give them like a duet score, couple score on that, and I'm gonna go with an 8.5 on that one. What does the Russian judge say? We'll take another look at it here. Ooh, a 7! Wow, the Russian judge. I think they're a sucker for love, and you know, when you have a little duet flip and land on their wheels, it's always a beautiful thing. Nicholas Monticelli. Ooh, a French judge gave it a 5. Well, oui, French. The Marbello. Oh, in the inside wall hard. So a lot of trucks. Night's gonna end early here. Wow. Just a sharp turn. Gooden. Man, he might not even seen Dewar coming. A hard hit. There was a hit at 230 miles an hour. And just calamity happening. Schumann getting involved. Getting in front of the... Somebody got through scot-free. And who is the winner of that one, Carlos? Old Robert Hill Jr., eh? The man from Canada. It's just like ice fishing in January here. Let's see how... Oh, man, he sees 3 cars flipping. Oh, barely misses Tepe. And, oh, man, they're wrecking in front of him. The Schumann takes out Marbello. And, whew. I mean, his car might be clean, but I gotta wonder about his underpants after that wreck. Wow. You see 3 cars flip in front. You don't see that every day. I mean, not even Daytona Talladega provide that kind of flipping action. But now, we are in a green-white checkered situation. Jeff Green, I think, was lucky to have Dewar kind of go with them. And when Green washed up, Dewar tried to stick with them. And one lap to Green here. This field will double up. Yeah, Dewar tried to go with them and then tried to come back down on the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to fend for the 2000 Xfinity champion, and cost himself and quite a few others. There's not a lot of trucks left on the Speedway here, Super Speedway. Oh, Johnny Thomas. Oh, here we go. We got to get Johnny Thomas here in the broad. Oh no! Oh man, I think we hit it at the same time. I think we hit that at the same time. Johnny, Mr. Excitement, you had a little bit of excitement on that wreck. What was your view on that one?
Happened pretty quick. I was a spaceship into the sky for about 2 seconds. I don't know. It looked like Dusty got a little squirrely there, and then chopped the 96 car's nose a little bit, and then it just kind of took off from there.
So I got to ask you, because we had you and Dewar were coupled as a duet on the judge of the flip, and even the Russian judge gave you a 7, so that had to feel pretty good. I mean, it sucks that you're out of the race, but
Dewar, he probably got a little bit higher, right?
he got a little bit higher, but
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, Mr. Excitement can't allow that.
No, next race I need to get a little bit higher. But it's disappointing, but it was fun. I was trying to push Dylan up to the front there, and then I try to maybe that's what I wanted to have happen is Dustin and Jeff lose their momentum. That would have been perfect if they didn't wreck. We would have got the lead there, but just didn't work out. It's fun though. This is a crazy little track.
Yeah, how much fun are you having out there, Johnny? As we're going back green here.
Yeah. I wish I could see the stream. Let's see.
Yes, it's Jeff Green taking the lead going down into turn number 1. Dallas Myhand now following on the rear bumper of the 38. But do you think anyone out there, Johnny, is gonna dethrone that 38 truck?
If the 28 and the 31 can get a run, they'll pass Jeff. The draft's huge here, and once you're that sucker car, then you just go right back. So let's see what happens when these cars start forming up here in the high lane.
They got to get disciplined. Ooh, there goes Big Zach Roethlisberger. Oh, I did it! I did it again. And yeah, it looks like if you guys could have timed that out right, maybe could have got by. And here we're going down the backstretch, see if that top line can form up.
Yeah, they just got to get formed up. 3 wide's not going to do it. If these cars go 3 wide here, they're going to be done.
One more lap to go. Let's see how this race is going to turn out, Johnny. And the speeds they go here too. I believe they said you hit, what was it, 247? I believe Carlos said.
That's pretty fast.
It's pretty insane. And
Dallas has got to make a move here if he wants it. He's got to make it quick.
And maybe even give him, we'll see, maybe a little bump and run. But right now I think he's a little too close to get a run on that 38 truck. Zach Roethlisberger on the outside going into turn 3. Does anyone have anything for the 2000 Xfinity Series champ?
Hey, he's got to clear the 31. He's got him cleared. He's got to move up. There he goes.
He moves up. Is he going to get the run? Here coming to the line of the first half of the Pepsi Max. Oh, Jeff Green's in the inside wall.
Dallas
Myhand. Wow. What a finish. I think Jeff Green was the sitting duck there at the end of the race. And how about this? Zach Roethlisberger second. Robert Hill Jr. in third, DJ Weeks fourth, and Johnny Eckert. God, where did he come from? He ended up in fifth.
Yeah, he does this every week.
Every week, he's a
Sits
hard
in the back
man to stop.
then he gets top 5.
So what's your strategy? Are you going to kind of play it safe in the first half? Of the second half here, or are you going to go out there and have some fun?
Well, the invert's what, 14, right?
14. Oh yeah. Oh, you just missed it.
Just missed it. You know, Jeff led pretty much the whole race there, basically the whole entire race. I'm going to try and work my way up to the front. Just have fun, man. I think I'm pretty good into the chase here as we're approaching the I think it's the chase, not the playoffs. So yeah, just trying to get a win. I haven't won this year, and I'd like to, being my first year full-time in the series. It's going to be fun.
Well, just no matter what happens from here, live up to your nickname, Mr. Excitement.
That's right. Try to make a move there in the last lap. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you. That is Johnny Thomas in the 83 truck. We'll see what he can do here in half number 2. And as he was talking about, Adam Peeler did come home in 14th in half number 1. So we'll see him starting on pole for the there you see the rest of the results. Brandon Dollar getting that earlier incident. Jordan Tarbell and Thomas Capion round out the field. So, you know, at least this is a track, too, for those guys. Riley Marabello on back. Be starting in the back, but not as big of a disadvantage as you'd maybe see at some other tracks. But going to be interesting to see with different movers and shakers. Jeff Green, again, leading just about the whole race up until, like, the last, 300 yards of that race. And Myhand getting that run. And, all you can do is defend, and a lot of times it doesn't work, but it sure creates one heck of an exciting finish, and we had that here in half number 1 of the Pepsi Max 150. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I know I am. Man, I even looked. I seen the Packers were at the goal line. I was watching the end of this race. I was riveted. It was crazy. It was wild. And we're getting some warm-up laps in here for half number 2. We'll see Adam Peeler, David Carpenter on the front row. Steven Schumann and Mr. Yoo-Hoo. Davis Warren starting in 4th. And rounding up top 5, Bills Mafia, Nicholas Monticelli in 5th. Chad Thornquist will be 6th. Jeff Green 7th. Brent Jones 8th. Kynan Jones 9th. The Jones brothers are starting. Well, not the same. So Brent Jones did. Brent Jones. Okay, so he did get released, and only a slight concussion, but they did clear him to race. And no more. Oh yeah, no more Yoo-Hoos and a slight concussion. Not a good. That's a poor choice. And then top 10 or the roundup top 10 will be Johnny Eckert, DJ Weeks in 11th, Robert Hill Jr. starting in 12th, Zachary Roethlisberger. What a run! Getting up there in 2nd position. What a good run for Zach. And 14th and race winner Dallas Myhand. And then rounding out the field of guys who finished 15th on back, Riley Marabello, Johnny Thomas, Dustin Dewar, Dylan Gooden, Adam Tepe, Thomas Capuano, Jordan Tarble, and Brandon Give Me a Dollar. So those guys 15th on back, I mean, they might not have had the finish, but they created the excitement here tonight for the Pepsi Max 150. And all right, you're gonna bring Jeff Green on up, and Jeff Green, we have Jeff Green in the booth, and Jeff, you led most of that race there, but didn't get the victory. Kind of a sitting duck there at the end, up.
Yeah, I figured it was coming. I guess you can't hear me, right?
I got you.
Okay, yeah. I figured it was coming. I didn't figure it'd be that big, but I knew I couldn't block any more than one of them, and they had that run. But anyway, it was a good race. We had a good time there for a while. This is going to be a little bit more fun. See if I can make it back up there.
Yeah. So what's your strategy? Try to go up as front as quickly as you can.
Absolutely. I think if you can ever get up there, you can protect the bottom and kind of control the race a little bit. So see if we can get up there again. It's going to be tough this time.
Well, go out there, have some fun, and if you do wreck, do something crazy like Dewar and Thomas did that last heat.
Yeah, the last lap wreck was pretty fabulous, I thought. But anyway,
it was pretty good. But best of luck to you, Jeff, and go get them.
Okay, thanks.
You bet. That was Jeff Green, 2000 Xfinity Series champ, getting ready to go. Green flag racing. Wow, we did take Jeff Green right about to the green flag here. Woof, woof. He needs to concentrate as much as he can. Pace truck dives off. Adam Peeler is going to start on the pole. He's going to lead him to the green flag in his second half debut. And he's going to try to lead. Oh, but that bottom line, he's not going to get much help behind him, but a good start for the 07. But the top side of David, if I were a carpenter, he's going to get a good push from Davis Warren, Mr. Yoo-Hoo, going down into turn number 1, but Peeler hanging on the inside. Now he has Hot Shoe Schumann on the inside. And we're going to see here a lot of these guys that were in the front most of that race, as we talked to Jeff Green just a little bit ago. Oh, and there's Johnny Eckert playing it safe. Did work out for him last time. I think he gained some points on his teammate, Dylan Gooden. And then, Jeff Green already working his way up into 3rd. So a lot of hungry guys, a lot of different strategies going on. Jeff Green already trying to kind of get by Hot Shoe Schumann on the inside. Oh, Green's going down on the apron. He wants that lead again. Is anyone going to go with him on the bottom? Sure enough, it's going to be the 27 of Monticelli. And he does lead the first lap, so all night he only did lead. The most important lap so far tonight was the last lap of the first half. Can he get it done here tonight? He said he wanted to control it, and so far he's in that position to do so here. He's going to have to hope the guys behind him stay loyal to him. I believe the guy now in 4th, Dustin Dewar, he was maybe loyal to a fault in that last race. But it was a good flip there, buddy. I just got to say that. But we try go for the win. Beat that Xfinity Series champion. And Monticelli He's going to stay behind Jeff Green right now as Jeff Green leads another lap. Marabella looks to the high side, tries to get that line forming on the top. What was that? Oh, Capuano down pit road. Wow, so he's coming down pit road. An interesting turn of events there for the 60, making his return to the OSCA Truck Series. And it looks like Dewar's trying to make a move on the 27 of Monticelli to reunite the Green and Dewar marriage of how they worked together for most of that first half. So we're going to be completing lap number 4. Green, Monticelli, Dewar, Roethlisberger, and Warren in 5th. How about Roethlisberger, man? He is racy here tonight. Has not had the best luck so far this season, so kind of cool to see some new names on up in the top up front. Yeah, there's Happy Halloween. Oh, Mr. Excitement, he's living up to his name. Teammates on the outside. Sad Racing. I think we're missing the fat part of Fat and Sad, but we have Sad Racing out there tonight, 2 of them. No David Westergreen here tonight. Oh yeah, the Depression Racing Network. That is their Twitter, official Twitter name. Fat and Sad, Depression Racing Network. And oh, going down to the corner, Johnny Thomas. Man, that was probably about the best run we've seen on the outside about all night. And again, all you got to do is time it out right. Monticelli, he's looking to be just as loyal as Dewar was last heat. And here goes Justin Dewar to the top side. He's going to go up in front of Johnny Thomas. And now Jeff Green looked like he was going to give that inside line up. And now, wow, that Dewar gets right alongside Jeff Green, our leader. But can they get out of the corner, maybe go down the backstretch, and maybe get up front? And Johnny Thomas, he's pushing Dewar. Oh! And Johnny Thomas splits him, and Dewar stays in front. Whoa! Wow! I thought, wow. Thomas, I thought, was going to shoot through to the lead, but Johnny Thomas, Mr. Excitement, pushes the Dragon to the front. Dewar's looking out back. He's got the hungry field behind him now. He's blocking both lanes. That was a bad move indeed, and he's going to be in the middle in the sucker hole. He did not lead that lap. Schumann led that lap, so the lead for Dewar short-lived in that 32 truck. And now Mr. Excitement taking the lead, and he's got Jeff Green. So it's the 83 and 38 up front, as Dewar's going to have to work his way back up there. But I think, like Jeff Green said, a lot of these guys have fun working themselves back to the front to back, back to front. It's a fun time I think these guys are having out here tonight. Again, a different racing experience that you won't see anywhere else on about any form of racing anywhere. So now, different faces in different places. Mr. Excitement to the lead. He's going to lead this lap. 19 laps to go. There's Capuano. He made an unscheduled pit stop. He's going to lose a lap here. Staying on the outside. Plenty of room to get by for these guys. And here comes Dewar and Monticelli. Oh, he lost a second lap. My bad. Yeah. So, yeah, just updating on Capuano's situation there. And there's Dallas Myhan trying to work on the outside. No one going with him just yet. Defending race winner in first and half number 1. And it's sometimes, too, for how wide this track is, with these speeds that they're cooking out on this racetrack, it can feel like you're a lot closer. You don't want to maybe take as many chances of getting too close. I think Myhan kind of seen him dart away. It looked like he was closer. Plus that bottoming out of the racetrack. So I'm kind of wondering if this is where Jeff Green wants to be in this situation. You know, he saw what Dallas Myhan did in half number 1. Maybe this is right where he wants to be, right behind Mr. Excitement Johnny Thomas. But we know, again, old JT didn't get that nickname for nothing. So we are in for a show here tonight for half number 2. We've already seen one heck of a show. We've seen flips, we've seen last lap passes, we've seen blocks and bruised up race trucks. We still got 17 more laps to go here in the Pepsi Max 150. On the top side, Capuano now, the lap down truck working with Dallas Myhan, trying to make some friends. Myhan has to go way up the racetrack. Did he just disappeared? My hand disappeared for a second. Now he should reappear. It's like he knew he was going to disappear, man. That's Halloween. Oh, he is having internet issues. I thought maybe he was a witch for Halloween, and he knew what he was doing. That's what I'm sticking with. Internet issues. Lies. That's so people don't think. Schumann washed up the racetrack. He's going to drop back out of the top 10. So 3 wide action here. And plenty of room for 3 wide, but I think once getting that third lane, it's just too much racetrack to make up from the bottom lane. It's gonna be hard to make a 3 wide move here. You've seen how well you got to time it out just right to make runs, and if you get guys that are loyal on that bottom side of the racetrack, and if they can stick with you, it's going to be tough to beat. And how about Brandon? Give me $1. I think we can give him $1 million if he wins here tonight. Had a strong showing early on in the first half last go around, but getting in that accident and ended his first half early. There is a big gap. And oh, is Jeff Green going to use the run? Nope, he's going to tuck in right behind. He's going to stay true with the 83 so far, as we're still just shy of halfway. Half number 2, but these top 4 breaking away just a little bit of Thomas, Green, Monticelli, and Dewar. With 15 laps to go, some of these guys maybe got to get side, got to single file up, catch back up with the field, try again, get back up there. And I'm hearing on the radio Jeff Green pulling out his old NASCAR days. He's asking Johnny Thomas, we'll see if we can see it on this corner. He's asking Thomas just to wash up a little bit high so Green can keep his truck cool. There you see him maybe keeping a lane high. And Green's going to duck down on the bottom, leave a little bit of that grill opening. You didn't see quite too much there, but might not need a whole lot of speeds they're going. It might cool down relatively quick. Packers score update 10-7. 1 minute to go in the half. Packers do have the ball. I don't think they're winning, Carlos. Don't be raining on my parade. It's only a 3-point lead, but do you have anyone playing tonight, Carlos, in your fantasy league? I mean, I'm sure it's not a Packers receiver since all of them are on the COVID list or on IR. Top 3 receivers for the Packers. Dustin Dewar taking another peek on the outside, trying to see if they can make magic happen. Who do you have, Carlos? Oh, you have Devontae, and he's not starting playing tonight. Oh, tough break. Ooh. Ooh, Jones out there tonight. Ron Jones. Oh, yeah. So you got some work to do without Devontae Adams there, Carlos, but ooh, Johnny did get loose there going into turn number 1. 13 laps to go. Dewar tried to take a peek on the outside. Didn't work for him. He's going to drop all the way back into 6th. So see if he can make another charge. Now Roethlisberger tries to take a peek on the outside. But it's going to be a key to working together. Dewar's all about it. He's ready to go. He wants to make stuff happen. He's here to ruffle some feathers. He's here to, you know, kick butt and take names. What's that old movie line? I'm here to kick butt or kick butt and chew bubble gum, but I'm all out of bubble gum. Oh, that's what I was thinking. I'm not saying that, Carlos. Nope. It was pretty much the same thing, but kind of reversed and kind of messed up. But anyway, you can figure it out at home. Roethlisberger and Dewar on the outside, trying to relive that magic that we've seen Thomas and Gooden on the outside. And Dewar does push Roethlisberger to the lead, and he's going to clear him. He's going to leave Dusty hang out to dry to the front that brung him there. And now Roethlisberger, peeks up a little too high. Green trying to cool that race truck off right behind Johnny Thomas. And we got things heating up, and we still got 11 laps to go. And now Zach Roethlisberger, Big Zach, in the lead, coming to 10 laps to go. Dewar on the outside, he's going to have to try to get some more friends up there to push him back up there after getting abandoned by the guy he pushed up front. Zachary Roethlisberger. So top 5 right now, 10 to go. Roethlisberger, Thomas, Green, Monticelli, and Mahan all up front. So far, caution free, but a little bit more of a mellow race as far as cautions are concerned. But I think as far as the action here on the Speedway, it's living up to its name just as much as it did in the first half. It's Pepsi Max to the max. 150 miles. They go by pretty quick here. And there we see Ken. Does anyone have anything for the leader here? Zach Roethlisberger. We've seen it's now Johnny Thomas right on the back bumper. Those prima donnas up there in the booth blocking our view here, the racing. And there is a big gap from third on back. And I think they got a pit now with no cautions. I hear some trucks come down pit road. I think the 31 we're going to see come down pit road. As Capuano's back on pit road once again, so having maybe some issues. So we might see a lot of trucks I think we're going to see hit pit road this time by. So this might change this game up quite a bit. Oh, some guys missing pit road. This is something maybe they didn't practice. And you got to wool up pretty good here. A lot of trucks squealing tires, trying to wool up in time. Monticelli smoking them a little bit. As Jeff Green and Johnny Thomas still in the lead. I think Roethlisberger missed pit road. I think he mistimed it. Maybe misjudged how long the entry is. It's not as big as Daytona or Talladega. Lost the lead. Fell back into fourth. So that might hurt him for track position unless he get on and off pit road pretty quickly. And you're going to want to have friends on and off pit road for sure. So here we see Johnny Thomas. Looks like all by himself coming down pit road. And man, going from about 235 miles an hour to, I don't know, the speed limit is 60 or something. But it's just a crazy amount of speed he got to drop off there in a relatively short period of time. So Jeff Green retakes the lead, now has half number 1 winner of Dallas Mahan. Where's Mahan? He's in second right now. And these guys are probably going to have to come down pit road in just a moment. I believe guys like Dewar and Monticelli going to be going a lap down there. So it looks like this time by we'll see if the 38 and 28 come down pit road. Well, they do. The rest of your field coming down pit road. And getting on and off pit road is going to be key. See who this lead's going to cycle around to. There you see Mr. Yoo-Hoo coming off pit road in the 70 of Davis Warren. So I wonder how important tires would be here at, it's pretty heavily banked, but the speeds we're going here, got to be burning those tires up quite a bit. And now, how about this? Points leader, Dylan Gooden. You might knock him down, but you're not going to knock him out. That's for sure. It's your guy in the truck business, Dylan Gooden in the 75. Points leader coming into tonight. Did get involved in a crash early on or later on in half number 1, wrecking a good finish, but leading right now, or might inherit the lead here in just a little bit. Depending on when Jeff Green and Mahan merge up onto the racetrack, as they're coming in a hurry. 6 seconds back and closing up quick. And they're washing up, I believe, here on the backstretch. Actually, Green and Mahan might be able to keep the lead. Guys like DJ Weeks, Johnny Eckert, defending champion. Well, Green, almost too big of a gap behind to Dallas Mahan. They'll get a run, see if they're going to power on the outside. They might do so. They're going to leave Jeff Green hanging. Dallas Mahan goes to lead, but no, the Outlaw teammates go on the outside to make it 3 wide. coming to lead with 5 laps to go. And how about this? Dylan Gooden and Johnny Thomas, they did end up with the race lead. And they're going to go on the inside. Dylan Gooden's going to lead this race with 5 laps to go. So the pit stop shuffled the field up quite a bit. I think their top 12 remaining relatively close together, but from Dusty Dewar on back, having a little trouble on and off pit road. Dylan Gooden, can he keep that points lead? But he's got his teammate, defending champion Johnny Eckert, right behind him. Or no, that was Johnny Thomas. Johnny Eckert's on the top side trying to take the lead from his teammate, and has his other teammate behind him, DJ Weeks, pushing him. So this could get interesting. 4 laps to go. Roethlisberger is going to try to see if they can get that outside line forming and maybe get something done. Just a little under a handful of laps to go. Ooh, now Eckert leaves that open, and he's going to let DJ Weeks lead the train on the middle line now. And Dylan Gooden, how loyal will Johnny Thomas be? He's going to probably try to create some excitement at some point, as we're going to come down to 3 laps to go. But are we even going to make it there? Is someone going to make a move early? Maybe cause a green-white checkered situation, bunch this field up one more time. We'll find out. As now Nicholas Monticelli and Riley Marbello come up on the outside, making one heck of a charge, going down into 1. See if they can get anything done. Marbello's pushing Monticelli as hard as he possibly can, seeing if he can get that run on the bottom line, but it thinks they're too formed up on the bottom. And this 12 truck breakaway, something's got to give here. Trying to make their moves. Oh! Dylan Gooden, something gave! Was that Monticelli in the wall? Trucks are still wrecking Johnny Thomas in the wall. Several trucks with damage. No caution on the Speedway. 2 laps to go. Riley Marabello takes over the lead. As Monticelli trying to go for the lead. Nowhere to go. Looks like, I think Johnny Thomas got loose. But now Marbello's got a lead, but is it too big? Can Jeff Green close the gap, or will Adam Tepe in 3rd place now? Will they make a run here on the final stages of this race? We'll take another look of what happened. I think Thomas trying to peek down low, gets into the back of Dylan Gooden. Thomas getting up into Monticelli, causing a chain reaction, but no caution. And now Adam Tepe in the 96 goes to the high side, tries to take the lead. As we're coming down to the white flag, Tepe's going to clear. Jeff Green coming to the white flag lap. Jeff Green all the way on the bottom of the racetrack on the apron. 1 lap to go. Jeff Green gets to the inside. Adam Tepe in the sucker hole. Dylan Gooden coming back. Oh, he almost cuts in front of Tepe. 4 wide. Going out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. This is a dogfight of the ages. Tepe, he clears Jeff Green. So does Marbello. Oh, Marbello can't quite clear Green. Tepe's going to pull in front of Green. They're going to go 3 wide down into turn number 3. Who's going to win it here, folks? It's going to be a wild one. They're bouncing around in the corner. Does Jeff Green have enough time to make one final run? Coming to the line. Oh, he tries to go all the way down to the apron. They're making a push. Adam Tepe looks like, oh, he blocks him! I think Tepe held on at the line. Jeff Green in 2nd, Riley Marbello 3rd. Jeff Green made a last-ditch effort block, able to hang on, and he'll come home with the race win in that very pink machine. How about that? Man, that was intense racing. Green not able to make the run on the bottom, able to finish 2nd. Riley Marbello, look at the gap, man. Wow. Awesome racing here tonight. Adam Tepe, I believe this might be one of his first career wins, if I'm not mistaken. So a good run there for the 96. Jeff Green coming home in 2nd. And Riley Marbello in 3rd again. Robert Hill Jr. in 4th, and Dallas Myhand in 5th. Dennis Weeks Jr. in 6th. Dylan Gooden coming home in 7th. Mr. Yoo-Hoo Davis Warren in 8th, Zachary Roethlisberger 9th, and Johnny Eckert, defending champion, rounds out the top 10. So we'll see the 96 truck of Adam Tepe burning them down here. Getting that win here in half number 2. How about that? And iRacing Super Speedway never seems to disappoint here on iRacing. So we got some new faces and new places, and see if we get any of them up for a interview. And there you see half 1 winner Dallas Myhan doing some burnouts there with half number 2 winner. So that's a tradition I think that needs to start. Gotta have them both burnt down, because the guy who wins half number 1 never gets to quite to do the burnouts that half number 2 winner does. So maybe now they can do the kissing thing. Oh yeah, they're gonna kiss and do a burnout together. Aw, well, guys, it's Halloween time, not Valentine's Day, but it's still cute. And oh man, Carlos. You're born in October. Oh, see, so Valentine's babies is when Halloween babies come out. Was that what you said? Yeah. So yeah, there you go. But we do have the man who finished 3rd place coming in into the interview, Riley Marabella. Riley, good to have you back here. It's been a wild ride for you here tonight. You got in the big one, half number 1, but able to come pretty close to getting back into victory lane.
Oh yeah, for sure, Mike. It was great to be running out here at ISS tonight with the OSCA boys. A lot of fun. It's just great to be here again. 3rd place. I feel like that could be my new nickname, 3rd place ace.
3rd place. Yeah, I like that. I might have to remember that one for next time. But just how crazy was it out there on the Super Speedway here tonight?
Oh my God, I can't even begin to tell you how crazy it was, because it was just very chaotic. You got people everywhere, high speeds like 230 miles an hour. I mean, that's unbelievable with these trucks here. It's crazy going into the corners, because you don't know who's going to go where because of the transitional change in the elevation or banking. I don't know exactly what. But yeah, it was really chaotic, but it was a lot of fun there.
Yeah, a lot of fun indeed. It probably was just as much fun to drive the track as it was to watch you guys out here tonight. But as far as the strategy, we've seen you kind of work with some of the guys in the top line. How hard was it to work and get that outside line formed up and getting some runs in?
It was very difficult. You needed quite a few trucks up there in order to actually get it to work, because that bottom lane was just so dominant all night long in both halves. I know you saw that. I was driving, so that was it was pretty evident. But yeah, it was difficult. Yeah, at least I think 4 trucks up there, but somehow in the end, Monticelli and we made it work. I was very close to getting him to the lead, and then I don't know exactly what happened, but there was a wreck, and I somehow made it through that.
Yeah, so sometimes I think here at iRacing Super Speedway, sometimes being good and lucky need to go hand in hand here at these high rates of speeds. But yeah, it's got to feel pretty good to get a good finish, at least in one of the halves. But next week at Homestead, I guess a similar shape racetrack, but a lot shorter, going back to more of the 1.5 mile speedways. And what do you think your chances are going to be out there?
I don't know, Mike. Homestead is a tough track for me. It's one I've enjoyed, though, so I'm not exactly sure. I feel confident going into there, but you just don't know in this series. A lot can happen.
Yeah, a lot can happen indeed, and they certainly do. And just like as we saw tonight, but before we wrap this interview up, any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out the Laugh Lap. Go check him out on Instagram for some great NASCAR memes. Guy's been on fire lately with making some. They've been great. Go check out ElitePerformanceIndustries.com for fast NASCAR setups, dirt oval setups, and short track setups. They are the best in the business. Go check them out today. I'd also like to check out what? Excuse me. I'd like to shout out Snowman Studios for designing all my cars and Redemption Motorsports. A few people I also want to give a shout out to. Everyone at Hollow Type Racing, Monticelli, Brandon Dollar. I really appreciate you guys work with me. I'm sorry I caused the big one there, or one of the big wrecks in half one. I did not mean to do that. Zachary Roethlisberger from Hickox Racing. I know I didn't get to work with you much, but when I did get to work with you, it was a pleasure. So it was a lot of fun working with you. And also Vic for putting on this great show for all fans at home to watch.
Yeah, in the show it was indeed. But yeah, awesome run for the third place ace, Riley Marabello. And I'm predicting next time we talk, you're at least you're gonna top that third place finish. It's my prediction.
Yeah, let's definitely hope so.
All right. Well, good luck next week, and yeah, go have a good rest of the night.
Thank you.
You bet. Riley Marabello coming home in third place. But next up, I believe not a lot of interviews. Guys are in line for interviews, but we have the guy getting his first career. Is it your first win?
Second. Come on.
Second win. Oh, come on. I did short you.
Got it. Come on.
Did you win at Daytona or something? I'm trying to remember. Daytona. See, now it just hit me now that you said that. But still, awesome to get back into victory lane, and what a wild ride. And you made that block. I didn't know if you were going to hang on to it. Did you think you were going to be ended up in victory lane on that last coming out?
I don't know if you can call it a block more than desperation, but it worked out.
Yeah. It worked out indeed, and way to turn around as half number one. You're one of the 3 trucks that went for the wild flip, and unfortunately to say, you know, Dewar and Thomas got a duet score, and you being a solo spin because you were kind of a flip, you were kind of away. I thought the break dancing was cool, but the Russian judge did not like it.
Come on.
I know it. It's. Oh, it was a French judge. Okay.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah, I thought the breakdancing was cool, but
I have it out with that guy.
I would too, personally. I get it.
Well, you know what? The crazy thing about that whole scenario is, right after I towed my truck, my freaking internet went out. It started storming. My internet went out. I only made the second half of the race by 30 seconds or something like that.
Man.
Uh-huh.
So luckily it did come back to get your second career victory here, and like Adam, you gotta maybe talk about what's it like from going from the back of the pack to the front, and maybe describe how it is just even trying to set up a pass around here with that bottom line being so favored.
You know what? I did the same thing I did race 1 until a series of unfortunate events happened, but I was last place most of that race. I wanted nothing to do with it. We were without David tonight, so I'm just trying to all right, if I can get a good finish here, get the team some points, because we got nothing the first race. And I just got lucky. I had the right pit strategy. I followed in Eckert and Weeks, did the same thing they did, and they were a little bit faster on pit road than me, but I came back out, gained some positions, hung out in the back. There was some sort of, I didn't really see what happened, but some sort of contact was made up front. Everyone checked up, and I just had a hole to get up there, and eventually got up to first.
And able to hang on to it. And how scary, speaking of hanging on, how scary is that knowing coming out of 4 with that lead, and you got those pack of hungry dogs behind you to try to hang on?
Well, Green went to the apron on me the lap before, and I'm like, I knew he was gonna do it again, but at the same time, you have to have somebody behind you. You're just gonna get ran over. So I tried to block him down to the thing. He tries to go high, and then all of a sudden, I'm somehow in the middle. Yeah. This is my first time doing this weird track that iRacing was nice enough to give us, and my goodness, it is something else.
Yeah, there's so much going on. I don't even know. I mean, you'd have to watch the replay. I don't even know if I could keep up with the action. I was probably just talking in tongues, trying to keep up with all the action going on.
You asked me that question. I couldn't even tell you what happened. I'm sitting here watching my replay, trying to figure it out.
It's just hard to describe. It's just wild. But next week at Homestead, you got the win under your belt. I believe you came into tonight 10th in points, so able to potentially move up after some guy's misfortune. So how are you feeling going next week at Homestead?
It feels good to get some points tonight, despite the first race. A little less pressure off, especially with our format this year not being necessarily winner you're in, which is kind of better for me. I was all excited after Daytona last season, and I won that race, and then I went almost over a month with finishing only one race, whether it was internet or getting wrecked or whatever. So I'm at least sitting in a good position. Homestead's a good track. I'm looking forward to it. Should be able to go out there and get a nice little run in.
Nice little run. Hopefully, maybe win number 3's in the cards next week. Now you can start rolling them off. But
don't be greedy, Goody. Come on.
That's true. I might be. But but with that, before we let you go out and celebrate your victory, any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah. Thanks to my teammates. I was racing alone tonight. David's out in Seattle on vacation. He thinks he's better than everyone, so just goes out to Seattle whenever he wants. But. No, I was happy to get the win in the pink car tonight, and on to the next one.
It was very pink. I think I mentioned it in the broadcast a couple times. I mean, you had almost head to toe in pink tonight, so it was.
Yeah, with David talked about it last week with my mom's situation. Me and him decided we were gonna run pink the rest of the year. So get used to it. We're gonna be putting out some bright pink cars the rest of the year.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, it's awesome to see you get that car in victory lane, and hey, maybe go celebrate with the mom there. I got a couple victories to celebrate there.
For sure.
All right, congratulations, Adam. Good luck next
Thank
week.
you.
You bet. And next up, and again, that was Adam Tepe, winner of half number 1. And next up, I don't even know if he's ready for. I don't even know if he's why he's in here, but we're gonna bring him in anyway. It's winner of half number 1, Dallas Myhand, and Dallas. Man, Jeff Green dominated that first half, but you knew when to make the move at the right time, got it done. Talk a little bit about your victory here tonight.
Well, it was not easy to get past Jeff Green. He just controlled the field from start of the race. I was hoping to get pole for that first race because I knew it'd be a little tough to pass with these trucks, just the arrow-wise. But I'm just glad to finally win one of these races in my own league. Last time I was in here, I got close at Michigan last season. Just got to pull through.
Yeah, had to pull through. I mean, tonight, you're probably one of the more consistent drivers in a track that I think would be pretty tough with some of the runs that people would get. Making some pretty awesome moves, and even getting that 5th in stage number 2. You want to share a little secret, or are you going to keep that hush hush?
I think I give a hush hush to the playoffs. I mean, playoffs are coming up really soon. I knew I had to, it's go time for points. I'm right out there, top with the drivers at the cutoff line. I'm right there. I knew I'd keep my head low. Second half, thankfully I did. For the most part, got 5th place. But after this week, I should get a lot better in points.
Yeah, it should look better indeed, especially with I think a lot of guys in the top 10. A lot of them missing races or even having some bad luck out there tonight. But with that, next week we go to Homestead. What do you think about your chances there?
It's probably one of my least favorite tracks. So I'm just going to manage to finish there and just hope for the best.
Carlos booed, but I think I would just say that too, just because it's.
Well, it's just that track. I just can't get a hang of it. I don't know what it is. I just cannot do it.
Did we get a chat ban, Carlos?
Oh, it's funny.
Oh man, but yeah, we'll see what you can do, and maybe hey, you never know. You can just get hot at the right time, and maybe figure that track out next week. But before we let you get back to celebrating with the boys, there, any shout-outs you want to give?
No shout-outs, but I want to thank you guys for always being here every week with me. You, Carlos, putting up this broadcast for us. You, Goodman, for broadcasting it for us. All drivers that showed up for the race. It's gonna be a fun playoffs. I can tell you that.
It's gonna be fun indeed, and I think every week it's always something a little different, something very exciting that you and Carlos, you and Vic put on there tonight for OSCA here, and tonight I think was just kind of a microcosm of how this league runs, and it's been a pretty good ride so far.
Yeah, it has. I'm thankful for coming for next season. Also, this should be even more fun in the horizon next season.
A lot of big things on the horizon. Be sure to check that out. And again, that's at race_OSCA at twitter.com. Follow them today. But again, thank you for joining us up here in the booth, Dallas. And hopefully, you got to join us more often up here.
Yeah, I should. Thank you guys for having me. If I have not have good luck in playoffs, I might be able for a race or two for the playoffs. So be prepared for that.
Oh yeah, we'll be ready.
Thank you guys.
Yep, thank you. And that was Dallas Mahan, winner of half number 1. Beating Jeff Green to the line there in an exciting wild finish. An exciting wild finish in both halves here tonight. And well, for that, I'm going to watch the rest of this Packer game. Packers are up 17-7, so that's exciting, and hopefully it'll be a little less exciting than the racing was here tonight. So again, thank you for tuning in here for tonight's Pepsi Max 150 at iRacing Super Speedway. Be sure to tune in next week, same time. 7:55 Central Time, 8:55 Eastern, right here on 3 Wide TV for the OSCA Truck Series race at Homestead. For Carlos Acosta, I am Mike Goodman. Thank you all for tuning in. Good night now.